Morning. Let's continue. I see the stream was split yesterday in two, and only afterwards noticed. So, let's continue the game. What I want to do, also, I want to adjust the filters for this game, so I found out where to do it. So, on stream is not that dark. So bear with me for a minute or two. Let's adjust the focus. So yesterday was very dark. The guys probably on stream couldn't see a thing. Now the music stopped. I want to adjust it still. I actually adjusted it before stream already. But I didn't check against the game itself. Let's put it there. I think that's going to be the closest that I see. It seems like the gamma calibration when you start the game does not translate into the OBS. Okay.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find a local sluice pump to drop the water levels. The smell's almost unbearing. It makes me gag. Why would the saboteur have flooded the tunnels though? What did he hope to achieve? Continue. Something in the water. We've got big one. That's a good idea. What is splashing around there? Sluice guides. Okay. Nothing much here, so let's try the other side. There's a letter and nothing else. October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, de-aired, and scraped ready for gum rolling and secretions. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine there is a component that must be kept at a constant low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the most important in containing product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: removal of heat from some areas and a requirement for increased heat in others. Conducting panels store heat using principle of convection, regulating by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapor in another. Basically, our fridge is working. Back of the fridge is always warm because it's pulling the hot air, hot out of the inside of the fridge. So what are we missing? There's a lantern here. We can hear our friends somewhere. What's this happen? This is literally dark. I'm hearing a pink one and I don't. So to the other side. So the lantern draws them in. Oh, not draws them, draws attention, which of course is not something we don't want. So now we're at the top of the sluice gate. What is that? Another letter. So we've now passed through all of that. We're now at the bottom part. So if we go according to the map, we're actually not too far to the end of the game. Sluice 1 and Sluice 2. Little heater. We can interact with. A phone. So we'll probably get a call just now. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no Calm and I am no Iroquois, at least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. They cannot simply pack them about with coolant, so we do a center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature at those towers up here. But the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and the dual tears them asunder. As the other place flies from their cells and their splinters. Live so torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable burst. They were talking about. I must complete this thing. They were talking about one escaped, and then suddenly, let's go. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. So the later versions of the experiments. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder. As the other place flies from their cells, and their virtue splinters. I think that doesn't make sense for me. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world. Then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious roping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed. Will not allow any loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now. The abode of failed experiments, ghost of fear and sprite. Okay, so other experiments is in sealed areas that were effectively failed. So there's nothing else to interact with. So you can only turn it one way. Probably get there. What did I change? There's something in the water. No. Water in general term. Let's just go. Here. So again, steel balls. Steel balls again. Came from, and this is where we came in. So this gate opened. This gate opened.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Okay. There's a gate. That's just weird. And we've got another message. Matters Postulinian. Whatever. It's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onward. The water is pushed back, making the way to the bulge clear, where I can divert the remaining of the filthy thorns back into the Thames, where it belongs, and clear the path to the entrance of the machine, the center of the machine. Okay, so now we need to go back. And this way is blocked now. So let's do.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
And this would be the decontamination area. So, locked door. Okay. Not locked door. Switch on. Pressing that. And now I can open the door. Decon that. It stays on currently. Okay. that door. Interesting decontamination area. Sort of makes sense. And a light blinks, it means something is close. Oh, there it is. Just for the record, I just looked on the stream page. It's slightly brighter for you guys. Very slightly. That's fine. Okay, more of these doors. I can't interact with. One can I interact with. Remember, work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. That's why so 2 doors. They're all set then. So one of them chained up. They're supposed to emergency access only. Okay, let's go down. Okay. For me, that was virtually blind. That goes down, now across, and I'm guessing this one also, okay, goes around, that goes down, no way across. So don't have much of a choice. This one might have actually hurt less with the painting. That we can't do anything with. It's another ladder. Going down in the belts of the press down. And down to the base of the machine. So 2 ladders now. Oh, okay, down we go. are we now? Is this a maze? The right ladder also comes down here. And down again. So we're still in this area. That's the end of that area. From tied to swine, he placed his head in the vise and spun the wheel until the skull cracked and the thoughts leaked into his shoes. It relieved the pressure for a while, but it soon returned. What? His thoughts leaked into his shoes, with other words, his brains were running out.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mandel.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
He's here! He's here! I said you'd come.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Okay, I was unmuted the whole time. So I pressed the mute button and didn't mute. Sorry about that, guys. And when first they said, now I want to make troubles here. I first said, Daddy, my heart was melted, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun and thaw and slope. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies. My love was all consumed. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill, I would set the world to ruin to protect you. I fought through dark tunnels, great engines, and forest of beasts. I've set my covenant and drained the flood, and I am come for you, my darling boys. That it's like there's syntax errors. Stop now, unauthorized person to enter facility power of management. Let's just see. I thought there was another way over. Shadow's playing tricks on me. Okay, this is just dead end. Room with pipes. Okay, this side. Staircase down.
And we came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and we set, you and I, on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls, alone.
Okay. All these speakers are now far way down.
For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
There we go for a left right.
Is this place?
Okay. Let's go to the door. The red control room. So there's other control rooms. So yeah, we're in the last section. Okay. Got some buttons. And a staircase down to one level. That doesn't even make sense. Else we can interact with.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Yeah. Visit the judge. Let's just see if we switch everything on. That one I can't move. Interesting thing about the game is you're not supposed to move it, you can't move it. So it tells me there's something wrong there. So probably one of the other areas that I have to go to fix something to come back here. And there's another big skull. A big mask. And the rotten apple. I'm curious if I climb down here what's going to happen. Oh, there is something here. Telemarketings, and I can't mute my phone because of groups I'm involved with. What? Danger compound X, highly flammable, highly corrosive, highly toxic. This is stuff we made. Literally has a damn chamber full of it. Okay. Not sure what this whole area is for. Probably find out soon enough. So let's see if we can find another control room. So that's a dead end. What's up here?
Looks like I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
Okay. I'm getting serious thoughts about this guy. Okay, this. So I've got two levers. And I'm guessing they're not working because the great control room, not all the switches are on. What is this? It's a ladder to a light. what's on this side. Tell us anything. Okay. It's the elevator. The red control room. And everything is on except for number 3. So what does number 3 signify? Nothing here. An X. Number 3. So that's what we needed to do. So those are the chambers, which is sits here. That's that piston. So that should have done something. Now we go up to that other control room. Ah, we've got a note. And ominous music. Ignition control. Now to find the ignition control and start the machine once more. Elite, I strike forth upon these catwalks. I'm coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. So it doesn't matter which side we go, because both sides go.
Quickly, the air is thin. Your little faces tell me, no, Mandus. They suffocate. They suffocate.
And now we've got this one.
Daddy, Daddy!
Okay. Oh,
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free.
get all the bees freed. Okay.
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Amanda's saboteur. You can't come in. No, you can't come in. You must sleep in the yard, bad piggy. Dirt pig, stinky, filthy animal, you bad child, you stinky child, you filth. Okay. So
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
this is closed. About this. Okay. 29th December 1899. Can a man constructing himself anew, can a man unrealizing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin anew? Are our souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork, an interacting machine to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might see to a new task? Can a man, defined by his action, defined by what that which he has now find adorned, set to sabotaging his body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hand to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Okay. So basically you commit suicide by the exposed wires. Pressure regulation.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Landers? You know the answer well enough.
So we are busy going back up. Plant fully operational. August 31st, 1899. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in cleaning the large steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughter process may indeed vaporize at source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers ventured into the dark. Of course, we can only keep pressure down for a short period, so it must be fast, or I risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when I rush back into the system. Then we must be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrap free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me they can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I'm so proud, and we then feed them to the pigs. Yeah. So we got here, went only at low pressure. So are we supposed to turn the steam vents off somewhere? Automatic pressure regulation shut off. Or it's supposed to break the glass. There's nothing to throw. Apparently I can do that. No, this broke.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
So we can't do anything there now. So all we know the saboteur. So I think we're done in this side. We're stuck in this side. So there must be something else we need to do. Going through this side. The path is now blocked. Should be something else we need to do. I feel like that needs to be red. And yeah, I can't put that back in. No, that's not in. Anything there, nothing there, nothing there, I need this one, which currently is off. Go for here.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
Okay. We're now going to have this flashback field delta. Kids play blocks. Turning into pickets. Yeah, dark. December 1st, 1899. There is a spoon of medicine, I say. It's a silver spoon, what you did get born holding. Ever so painfully for mummy dear, but gasped so hard it was in a little scream red first. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. The spoon was the same you gave your twin. Then you used it to dig a hole to your clockwork souls, and you ate up your hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next, I ask? You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children, and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what am I become? So a little big there. This door, that's locked. Danger, ensure cooler conduct is correctly placed to avoid pressure backdraft. Child fatalities this month 17. Managed to saboteur. It seems that the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility. Something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt to sabotage. If I reroute the stream, I can wreak havoc. So we're basically now the saboteur. of looking at this is a very delusional person. Can't get there. Warning, stimulate access only at low pressure. And that we already know. This is where we can in. This is where we came in. I can't go that way. Can't go that way. Something with this. So what are we missing? That door is closed. This is one of the things we can interact with. Can't go up there. Can't go that way. So that way. Am I missing? There's nothing here. Nothing here. This is closed. Can't interact with that, even though it seems like I need to get that side. that steam is preventing me from getting there. I can't use this crate. Move that crate. And the steam pipe just goes through to this one. There's a ladder. Only steam pressure must be low. And I can't go up there because that steam is there. There's another machine. That still has steam. And this no longer has steam. So I'm going to put... Nope. It's up here. Pipes. Oh, it's glass. I didn't realize it was glass. Okay, so now I'm locked out of there. Okay. What hit me? Okay. This way then. Can go that way. Basically, the machine is busy tearing itself apart.
This is your doing, Mandus. This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will
Low
stop
pressure pick line access.
save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies! Kill them all!
So we're now basically going back, so we're actually less than halfway. I think it's less than halfway. Because now we're supposedly moving a lot faster. Anything to save them. My prophet, my Viscera. I make you escape forever. You slit the throat, bleed out the pig, and it release into curdle. That you set your species free. You set your species free. Okay. Question is where are we now? No soliciting, no walking, no begging. Bucks Row. And that's locked. So we're on the street now, with everything exploding.
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Children, remember silence and hard work on the road to heaven.
Mandus, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
Burner Street.
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are
Right.
born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption
No, it's
can
not
you
the same
ascend
road.
to the skies
The sun
and
is
claim
more
the
than once.
heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones and ashes. For the pile will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world.
Okay. Note. 23rd December in 1899. I stand and look at myself in the mirror. Penis in hand, and my reflection grins at me, and his mouth is full of sulfur mustard. Vain fool, he sneers. Are you really so very different? Do you genuinely believe your work of evil are any greater than the rest of them? You are simply a weak man, a product of his age, the same as any other. This is Empire Cretin. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in a poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You do not pay a man to do this for you where you cannot see it. If you are evil, at least yours are honest evil, and that alone makes you übernischt. And this I wash my hands and take to bed. Okay. Do I need to duck a diesel? So yeah. So at the factory floors, the packaging floors.
Do you hear me, Mandus? is what you planned.
And we're straight. Air is for horses only. Motor carriages must use alternative entries. I ran down there, now they're gone.
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
There's those I can't even interact with. Feels like nothing, and the crankshaft is missing. To the pick line. This is the only. Do we go down? The bots are at it again. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out what's in chat. So we're up one level. Well, the hand did point this way. Go up there or go through here?
But will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
Just want to quickly do some things. This is literally a bother when it comes to bots. It messes around with like now I need to basically effectively sort out bots tripery while I'm trying to play. Just give me a few seconds while I try and figure out if there's something I can do around the spots. Okay. For now they're banned. And I'll look off the stream if I can. Maybe because I keep posting the same thing. Maybe I can do that. Cooling tanks. Danger Compound X, no naked flames, no shield electronics, and we've got a message. Compound X and the cooling tanks. This vile concoction, this Compound X, it is the artery blood of this horror. Boiled, it creates the steam to drive pistons, but here it is freezing and flow about the components to keep them cool. Why should it be that the deeper I go, the cooler it becomes? What great process generates such heat that machines must quench it with a cocktail of blood and effluence? I feel like I'm crouching the whole time. October 27th, 1899. Then upstairs to bed, to toss and turn on bloated stomach, to copulate and puke upon chose lung, fall poster or dressing table, collapse at last into engulfing mattress, drunk and drugged and fat and stupid and senseless, and spring the trap, mind piggy anchoring the trap. At the pull of a lever, a set of hydraulic pistons and gears are fired, resulting in 3 balls of steel bars dropping from the ceiling via the canopy and cage the product into the bed, preventing escape. The entire bed is then tilted backwards into the wall by the powerful spring mechanism, also fed by the hydraulics. The pressure for this system is created as a byproduct of the vacuum exhaustion system employed for mass production elsewhere on the big line. In this way we have created our very own bottled revolution, for the movement of masses is a casual factor in the extermination of the rich. Compared to X, no naked flames, no unshielded electronics. And we can pull them around. Cooling pumps. I sent opportunity to my first strike. Impeding these cogs with a large enough object would jam them and flow the coolant, causing a pressure build up that would split the pipes and rupture the tanks. Something like this. Apparently very heavy. So this is just to come down to see the destruction you've caused. Okay, back up we go. What was that? Oh, I fell down. Sorry, I just needed this flip screens on my other monitor. So now the place is flooding. So we basically became the saboteur that saboteured everything on our way out now. We went down to rescue the children, couldn't get the children. Now we're going up to now we are going up to and on our way up we are saboteuring the complex. Okay, that seems like something we needed to do. Complex, now naked flames, now unshielded electronics. these are sparkling. We can't go that way. So let's go up here again. So what are we supposed to do? Oh, I see now. So because we switched on the electricity, we killed this piggy. Cooling pumps. So we want to close it. Spark plugs. We want to switch this all on.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul.
Oh, it's
I will
electrocuted now.
destroy you.
You are too late, Mandus. My great works are almost begun.
So I can't touch those now. So everything's dead here. I can't go through that. That's closed. Trippery. December 2nd, 1899. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stone under the rhododendrons, the skull of the innocents under the loose cloth, headless rib cages in the cool stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles apart. I track back my life to this instant. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this dam, that falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the sink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, clockwork and intricate, like a child's spine, but clockwork. How could that be? How could a child's spine be made like clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it in the metal piece by the egg I laid myself, under the garden where the children's skulls are buried. I call it my Mexico. Very disturbed person. So we're still in this area. Okay, we're going down, apparently. Where's this icon?
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs. Towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
Okay, on we go. Two ways. And this way closes. Yeah. Also, I can believe this is a very...
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Manders? Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
Yeah, that I figured out. All these pigmeners you see around here, it's actually humans. And those that are chasing us are the cops, or the security. Now in a river blood.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
Apparently down we go again. Forever deeper. The veil lives, the bride is veiled. The man eats the pig eats, is eating by the machine. The man is eating by the machine. This is as it ever will be.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
So it's basically hearing the voice of the machine he built. So we're now in this section. Okay, I've got a new note. In my dreams I walk with my children. I walk tunnels where no human has trod before. I'm sure of that. It's just me and him now. Frost forms on my coat sleeves. The deadly still of the freezing air tell me I am close. Vacuum excavator. Triple pre-grinding. Pre-grinding. Vacuum expressions. Sausagery. Sling hoses. Same on that side. I don't think this is actually anything for us. Basically created a butchery.
But why did you take my children?
Aye, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide. And everything is lost.
So I created an automated butchery. And yeah, became insane. Most probably his children played in the butchery, which was underneath his house, and got killed. That's just my summary of what's going on. Mandus Processing Company, Orgone distribution tanks, maintenance access. But we'll see. How correct am I with my hypothesis? That's door. And then we've got all of this here. Okay. That piggy was discharged. And there's nothing here. It's for us to see that. This is where we came down. And this is the gate. Four rooms. Can't interact with that. Can interact with that, and probably can't interact with that, yeah. So this is the only route. That is closed. Nothing here. Yeah, I always take the other way for some more lore or something. Although, yeah, probably skipped also a few. Yeah. You have to go that way. That's fine. Managed production, Orgone distribution tank, maintenance access. And I'm dead again. It's obvious I need to get to that machine. Okay, let's go this way. So now we know about what we need to do. So I was probably trying to prevent him from appearing. Okay. So is everything now fine? Okay, it looks like everything is now fine, but where do we need to go? That door closed. Something opened. Interact with that anymore. So I can't interact with that anymore. Something sounded like it opened. Wait, what opened? It's all closed. This door was closed. Okay, so where do we go from here? Right, here's the door. How do I walk past these 8 times? Okay, there's a door here. There's a door here. So we've got 2 doors. That one's locked, so that answered that question. Which one to go through? So that will be locked and that will be locked. Manus Processing Company, Gravitic Suppressor, South Tower. Supposed to be. So electrogravitic suppressor South Tower. Mandus, discerning amongst the spirits, I deny you. I'm not your chat. Sorry, I looked away for a second and I didn't see that. Mass suppression, South Tower. There was nothing else here now.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan.
Toy blocks.
Oh,
they're real.
My children. What have I done? What have I become? I will put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
Okay, so I can't go that way. Have to go this way again.
I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
Okay, new message. Mandus is alone. I search for instructions, for advice, for help in my goals, but in return the system mocks me. Simpleton, it says, you must find your own answers.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
Yellow. Oh, him again. I can't see a thing. Okay, so that's... I don't know how to dodge that one. Only way is to basically run. Now that I think I'm going back, so I need to go forward. But it's a dead end. Flashing his lights is not helping me. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there, but apparently we're in this call. What the... I hate it when I blur the screen like that. I can scarcely see. It messes my eyes. So is there something here? I can't interact with. There's cavities. Stick a ladder. To what? Hello. Okay. Got stuck on the ladder. Glass tubes. So these got glass tubes in it, and we're back at the ladder. So I need to click on the glass tubes. That's probably lighting up that art.
I have you now, creature. I will destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
probably need to go back here.
Oh, God help me. I am lost in the dry paper soul of the world.
Enoch, Edwin, Oswell, and I. Yeah, that's a very short one.
Madness, listen to your heart. You know you are with me. You created me to save the world. I am your friend.
So like that. What do we have here? Anything we can interact with? Nope, it's probably something we need to destroy. What? Somebody in there. So we need to go this way, I'm guessing. Why am I moving so slow? Can't jump. Anything. Continue to act with these lights. It's not on this side. So yeah, apparently we need to do the long walk. Just not sure what the long walk is too.
Please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we share. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
I'm feeling we're close to the end. It's basically going through all of the stuff he did.
Stood knee-deep in mud and bone, and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws, and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts.
So if I started to walk, I would have been here at the end of that message.
Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
That is why we saw so many pig masks.
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eye, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out, and in that moment, the new century was born.
Amnesia, machine for pigs. Basically a slaughterhouse. But yeah, so that is the end of the game. Very interesting game. Bit confusing, but yeah, you can see the stories, the journal entries, the dates are mixed, so it makes sense probably if you put the entries in sequence. Much more sense, but it's effectively he lost his children to the slaughterhouse and he became insane. But for now, I think that's we're going to end the stream there, finish the game, and we're going to rate another person that's got a 12-hour stream going. Let's go and irritate him for a change. Thanks for watching.